I'm going to read one poem from each section of my book because these poems aren't related at all, nor are the sections. That's why it's an insane project. So the very first section is about death. Mortality. Every thrown stone falls. But there is a moment first, as it hangs in the air, that the blurred hand that tossed it will not come again, thinks a stone as it flies. The second section is about the natural world, and I'll just do a few little ones. These are quite small. They're called 13 music boxes, and I'll maybe do 5, maybe. Luckily, beauty. Far over my head, an eagle crosses a dappled light and vanishes. No cry, no wing beat, yet I looked up. Kindness. A sweet gum leans out from its roots on the hill to touch my window when it rains. A loss. Across the lake, the leafless trees have turned to smoke. Post-traumatic. Half buried in the sand, a printer. Intact, but mute forever. Perseid. An eyebrow of light trailing a red cloud hisses out in the dark sky waters, on which still float a million stars. So I said that they're all different. Yes, they are. This is called Robert and Christopher Up in a Tree, and it's named for the poets whose styles I ripped off. Something there is that doesn't love a squirrel. For squirrels amuse their sharp little teeth by gnawing on my siding. For squirrels steal food never meant for them. And when I say, did you think you had wings? They just laugh their nasty little squirrel laughs and go on feeding. For squirrels scrabble up the outside of my house and check me out through the window like bratty children. For I would enjoy blasting a squirrel. I'd start with water cannon, and if that failed, then tear gas. For after that, I'd fire a warning shot over its fuzzy little tail. For squirrels are not cute. For squirrels have no redeeming social value. For no matter how much a squirrel bats his little eyes at me and dangles his little front paws, I would never, ever marry one. The very last section, I told you these are all different, and they are. The very last section is about this part of England in which I've spent at least 2 months since 1969, when I was living there. And it's a part which is very mountainous. This is called Across the Tops. Across the tops, our path runs narrow through heather, whose purpled sprigs, being September's, are mixed with gray. A bleak sacramental wind cleans us for Ralston Cross and the miles that may remain to us under this dark gray roiling sky, whose blue patches open and close in a blink. May no step we take go unnoticed. May we mark the whir and complaint of each flushed grouse. And may we glory in the cold forever. For it is the cold of the sea, of grass and heather and birds and sky, and the breaking light that gleams wild and holy in our eyes. So now you had a taste of what this book is like.
That's wonderful.